One time for the underdog. One time for the underdog. You got the world on you. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Are you happy now?
Hello winners! In this video I'll be explaining exactly the analysis behind these two trades that I took on USDCHF and EURUSD and give you some insights on how I trade and how I select the setups and those killer entries with almost no drawdown. So let's get into it. We are on USDCHF. This is the 15-minute chart that I use for all my entries. I still do some analysis on higher time frames to draw important key levels and to find more confluences behind my trades. Then I dig down deep to the 15-minute chart to refine ideal entries. So looking at this chart, I'm using 3 simple indicators, 2 EMAs and market session indicator that shows each trading session with different color. The blue one is the Asian session, the white one is London session, and the red one is New York session. I start off by understanding and deciphering the official market trend and defining where am I in the weekly cycle. You may not know that, but Forex pairs move in cycles. The dealers and the market makers create these cycles.
You will usually see this: a double bottom, a pullback, a climb, a pullback, a climb, and you'll probably see double or triple top, and the whole process is repeated again. It's similar to a heat wave structure. There's gonna be a top and a bottom, and the market is gonna move in waves between these 2 points.
So let's go back in charts and start counting. We have a double bottom here. We have the first wave, second wave, and I'm expecting a third wave. We were at level 2 before taking this trade, and I'm expecting price to go to level 3 to complete the weekly market cycle. It was clearly an uptrend. I woke up here around 6 AM London time simply because I've been waiting for this move the whole week, and I know it's gonna be significant. Based on the analysis that I have done before on past behavior, I know that we may get entry opportunities early London session. I did some fibs here. It's bouncing off the 61.8 fib retracement level. We have a W formation on the EMAs and the 61.8 fib retracement level. This candle for me was my confirmation. I took an entry right here. I know there is important news that's going to be released, which is the ECB interest rate decision, but I'm ready and prepared for that. Market makers will utilize the news in a direction which was already pre-planned. I've done plenty of trades when I've looked at a pattern formation happening and I've predicted that market is going to move in a particular direction, so I trade with the directional move. You've got to understand that news does not move the markets. The reason why it moved the way it did, it was simply following the pathway that was mapped out for it. Your analysis would give you hints of this pathway from past behavior. The red icons here represent the news. Market smashed through the take profit and continued for more. From my entry, market went for almost 135 pips. Which is huge for one trade. I just took 30 pips. I'm just following my system. Exit is as important as your entry. Have an exit strategy, bank your pips and get out. If you want to write that, sure you can. You can trade your stop on the way. You can go broke locking in profits. I just like to be in and out. I don't want to sit here all day and write that. Let's take a look on the daily time frame. We had a beautiful double bottom that started forming a few weeks ago. I had this analysis expecting price to reach this level. I simply measured the distance between this point to the neckline and I've added it on the top of the neckline to give me a target on USDCHF. And we got historical confluences with our target, which is a weekly resistance here. It's quite simple when you know what you're doing. Now let's move on to EURUSD. As you may know, there is a negative correlation between these two pairs. So the same analysis applies to EURUSD as well. Let's go back. We have a double top right here. First wave, second wave. So I was expecting a third wave. So you come into here. Just bypass all of the nonsense and consolidation and look to trade the trend after that. I entered here after the news release simply because I know Euro will move much more than USDCHF and I can wait for more confirmation. Patience is key. Wait for the market to confirm from you. At the end of the day, this whole entire game is about patience. Who's gonna blink first? You want the market to blink first. When the market blinks, you know what it's going to do and how to trade it. So after the transition of sessions, New York is open. I'm expecting a false move, especially if there is a significant move that's coming. I'm looking for that false move. In this case, news created the false move. After the ECB press conference, you can see the hit to the high, the stop hunt, and market falling back again. That's why I put my stop far away from my entry. It's like saying to the market, hey sucker, you want to go after me? I'm already aware of that and I'm not going to let you. I know risk reward wasn't in my favor, but that's how I trade. Risk reward for me is for the traders that always speculate. I will only enter a Forex trade when I know it's guaranteed to be in the money. I focus on my ability to execute an entry, an exit, and nail that trade. The better you are at picking those trades, the less you need to worry about all this stuff, risk reward, money management, etc. What do most trading mentors out there tell you? Get used to bigger drawdowns. Let the market prove you wrong. Guess what? Market is gonna prove you wrong. It's just BS. I'm not in the business of losing money. Market smashed through the take profit and continued for more. I only took 40 pips. From my entry, market went for almost 190 pips easily, like straight with no significant pullback. Now do the math on how much you can make from this single move on EURUSD alone. If you got to a point When you have a decent sized account and trade with 10, 20 lots, you can make a lot of money trading that. Combine that with the USDCHF move and you can make over 40 grand in one day. It's entirely possible, and I'm showing you how it's done. Now that's it for the analysis. I want to talk to you about something. I got some feedback on the previous videos. Some people think I was just born like an expert Forex trader and all I do is win, but they don't know my story. I started trading when I was 18 years old. I dropped out of college to do this. People thought and still think I'm crazy. I just don't care. I live and breathe Forex. I am an all-timer on this thing. Let me explain to you. In business and everything in life, there are three types of people. There is a part-timer who works like 10 hours a week. There is a full-timer who works 40 hours a week. And there is an all-timer who works more than 80 hours a week. That was me. I've studied the Forex market for years, like every day, for 12 to 16 hours. You can only imagine how many hours I've spent observing the markets and taking notes and learning from that. If there is anyone who knows anything about Forex, it would be me. That's because I've lost more time than you can ever imagine. The market beat me in every possible way. And sometimes it's not just about the loss of money. Trading shouldn't be all about the money. It's about the loss of your dreams, the loss of faith and confidence within yourself. That's one of the biggest things that I had to overcome. For now, I'm just allergic to anything below 90% win rate. I personally aim for 100% win rate. Some people don't believe in that. Let me tell you something that my mentor taught me back in the days. In order for humanity to achieve ordinary results, they've got to aim for extraordinary results. So if you want to hit those high win rates and numbers in dollar value, you should aim for 100% win rate in order for you to be successful. Your mind can choose whether to accept or refuse that. It's up to you. But your subconscious mind cannot refuse thoughts. It only accepts. So if you believe that you cannot hit those high win rates, 90 to 100%, and it's impossible for you, at the end of the day, then that's what it is, my friend. It will be impossible for you unless you decide to change your mindset. My advice for you is this. Study your craft, believe in yourself, fall in love with the process, don't give up on your trading, get over your losses, get over your emotions, be consistent with your journaling, and the money is gonna come afterward. Alright traders, I hope you like this video. I want you to smash the like button right now. Just do it right now. And don't forget to subscribe for more killer videos and more smash take profits. Some say that if you subscribe to my channel, your win rate will go up to 150%. I don't know if that's true. You should try it. See you on the next one.